Hey y'all, I finished this Christmas tree. Look at it. It came out pretty. See if I can find a better place to set this where it lights better. Anyway, it came out right pretty. Look how I did the top of it. Came out just fine on the top. I didn't want to leave it bare up here, so I just went after it and figured it out. And see, I stuffed it with some an old project that I had started 2 or 3 years ago, and it wasn't coming out right. So I just set it aside, and now I use it for such stuffing. So this is what you can do with some of your messed up projects. Instead of frogging them, just put them aside to use for stuffing. It works great, just great for stuffing. And I got this to put on the bottom of it. Since I don't have a circle, I had to make this with plastic canvas. I got two layers so it'll be stiffer. And I'm gonna put it on here. I'm gonna put it on here. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna put this on here. Then I'm just gonna put it on here and sew it to these edges of here. And just get started. Let me have a look at this right quick. Okay, I could just go across that. Get it started here. You have to hold it up there and look at it and try to guesstimate how many stitches. I'll do about 2 of these canvas holes to 1 of these crochet stitches, because the crochet stitches are a lot longer. 1 stitch is long, and then you got these little bitty things. So I'm going to do 2 plastic canvas things to 1 see where I'm coming up? I'm coming up on this and going up into that. And I'm going to go into that same stitch again and then come up into that next same stitch, same crochet stitch, next plastic canvas hole. I hope this works out all right. I hope. Okay. Well, I'm going to do 3 holes to this 1 crochet stitch. Now I'll go to the next one and see. You might have to do 3 holes occasionally, whatever it takes to try to get them even. It's not easy. You just have to figure and guess and hope and pray and pray to God you can get it right. Whatever looks like it might be the thing to do is what you shall do. Okay, I've got it started there, see? And I shall continue. I got my order in today from Amazon. I've got 5 bottles of keto apple cider vinegar. 5. So that ought to get me through the next 5 months. And I tell you what, I got it cheaper that way. A lot cheaper that way than ordering those keto things from through Facebook with that famous woman. I can't remember her name now. It don't matter if a famous person is sponsoring something. If you can get the same product just as good from another source and get it cheaper, then why not? And the ones I've got from Amazon are a little stronger, and one in particular is a lot stronger. So we shall see what happens over the next couple of months. We'll give it a couple of months to see if I lose any significant weight. Hope. Go up in that one again there. Now these holes over here, going a little different over here. I don't like having to hold this thing upside down. I don't want to crush the top of it while I'm working on it and waller it out and get it all fuzzy. You know what I mean? I don't want it all fuzzy. Wallered out and fuzzy, as my mom would say, wallered out. Fuzzy and awful looking. Well, I'm trying to get that to go in. There we go, finally. You just line it up as best you can to get these stitches in here as best you can. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I went nuts like I usually do when I get my little disability check. I get less than $300 a month. It ain't much. I ordered a tape recorder from Amazon so that I can record some music off of YouTube on cassette tapes. And then when I'm doing some of my videos, I can play that cassette tape and have some music going in the background. And like that. Anyway, that's what I did. Now that I've got all that keto and stuff, I not spend as much next month. Because since I lost some weight, I can get around easier. It's very noticeable, the difference. I can get around easier than I could before. So it makes a difference, and my feet haven't been hurting me as bad. Makes a difference. Getting rid of some of that weight. And hopefully my sugar levels will go down. I'm a type of person that if the doctor told me I was diabetic, I wouldn't. I'd just stick my arms and fingers 1,000 times a day, checking the blood and all that shit, trying to keep up with that shit. No. No. When it comes to certain things, I just live on through it until it's time to go, and then I'm going to go. You can't let everything dominate your life. You can't. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you're crazy, you're crazy. You'll die, you'll die. You know what, you're going to die someday anyway. And you know what? My grandmother died from cancer when she was my age. She was about 63, my age. She died from cancer. She was ready to go. She was tired in more ways than one, just like Uncle Bill was. Well, a lot of people get older, they get tired in more ways than one. So when it's time to go, hey, let's go. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but those who feel the same way I do, they know where I'm coming from. And it's not like I have a death wish. I don't. But I don't have the wish to suffer like hell and to prolong that suffering and then die anyway. You know, Jesus is my Savior. I'm trusting in Him. And when it comes time to go, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and be done with it. So that's how it is. I'm tired in more ways than one. My life has been a rough road, and I'm tired of it. What I need can't be found on this earth. What I really need, it can't be found on this earth. Anyway, that's how it is. And I'm going to finish this up. But hopefully that apple cider vinegar stuff is going to get my blood sugar down. Plus, I have cut back on the amount of sugar that I eat. I have cut back. And I've noticed that when I do eat something sweet, I don't like it as much as I used to. So, I'm going to live the allotted days that God has for me. And, you know, and I look at it this way. God already knows how I think. He already knows why. And he knew before he put me in this world how I would think, what I would do, what I wouldn't do. So that's how it is. I mean, suppose you go through some kind of horrific suffering to get rid of one health problem, and suppose you go through hell and you get rid of it, you think, oh boy, now quit worrying about it. Now I can concentrate on living a nice long life. And then something worse happens to you. Something horrible, and you think, man, I wish I wasn't here to go through this. Well, it's a getting there. Look how much I've got done already. Oh, it's pretty. It has come out looking better than I expected. It's pretty frosty looking. That wind is blowing out there. Making that old lonesome sound. Lonesome. Well, Mom. Yeah. Well, it keeps spinning up too tight there. I don't think I left myself enough yarn. I might run out before I get this done. Yep, I'm about to run out. Well, let me see. Okay. About to run out of thread. But I have to tie some on when I'm almost done. I listened to some good preaching today. Charles Lawson. If you want to listen to a good preacher that knows his stuff and he keeps up with what's going on in the world and, he keeps abreast of things. You want to hear some good preaching, he's the one to listen to, and he'll tell you the truth. He knows the Bible real well. Bible real well. Now he's pastor of a Baptist church. I forgot what they call it. But he's on YouTube. He preaches all his sermons. He preaches it. You can see them on YouTube. And it's real good. I've been to all kind of churches, all kind of denominations, and I always go back to the Baptists because they preach the Bible. The whole Bible, and nothing but the Bible. At least they used to. Some of them still do. Of course, some of them have fallen away by the wayside, just like the rest of the world. There's always those that are going to fall away. The Bible says in the end times there would come a falling away, and there's people that's fallen away from the faith. But this guy has not fallen away, and he preaches the Bible. And he knows what he's talking about. He preaches good sermons. Well, that didn't help me none. I can't get this off of here. I can't get it off. I'm going to have to cut this. Move that needle up. Shoot. Just have to go through a bunch of trouble here. Tie this on again. Try it again. See what I'm having to do? Look. I gotta tie this on right there. Well, if I can figure out what I'm doing. It's hard to do. I gotta hold it a certain way or I can't do this. Let me see if I can do anything at all. I don't know. It don't look like it. It does not look like it. Let me try this. Okay, hopefully that's got it down. I'll try to put this back on the needle. Of course, it won't go on without a needle threader. Just drives me nuts. Could go on if it just would. Now, tired of stuff not cooperating. Tired of struggling with everything. I really am. I'm tired of struggling. What can I say? Now get over there. And it's not just with projects, it's with everything. Everything. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Tired of it. And it's only going to get worse with time. Because I'm not going to start getting younger. Losing weight's going to help me out some, but it's not going to just do miracles. I'm not going to become young again overnight or something like that. My dad was tired in more ways than one. But one thing that encouraged him was when I was around, because me and Dad was close. And me being around when I was around before I moved back to West Texas, it helped him out. It helped him out. And whenever I'd go see him, and me and Paul would go see him, and whenever I'd talk to him on the phone, it helped him out. And I had to move away from that area, away from Leander when I did, because I was 40 years old and wasn't getting no younger, and I knew I'd never meet anybody to get married to in that area, anywhere in that area or anywhere in Central Texas. And I knew Dad wasn't going to be around forever. So I had to bust a move. I had to bust a move. So I moved back out here to West Texas. And I worked my guts out for 19 years till I was 49 years old when I met my husband. 19 years I worked my guts out, worked my ass off, wore my joints out, the whole 9 yards. I did till I met my honey bunny. My dad was getting to the point to where he needed more professional help, nursing help. And he did. He got to the point where he had to go to the nursing home. It wasn't, so it didn't make him happy. It didn't make any of us happy. But I had to get married because what else was I going to do? I knew if I was ever going to meet anybody, it'd be out here in West Texas. And sure enough, honey child, God brought my husband along. Thank God. All right, there it is. It's done. It's done. Okay, there it is. Well, you can't see it there. There it is. Top, there it is. There it is. Okay, that's it. Bye for now, y'all, and I'm gonna see what else I'd crochet for Christmas.